Hello and welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to do another unboxing here on Black Friday. This is a game we picked up on Black Friday from our local game store, Game Nights in Gardner, Massachusetts. It's a game called Space Base by John D. Clare and published by AEG. This is a game that we just saw that was at the store there, and we looked it up, and we saw that it was related with the same game mechanics to Machi Koro, which is a game that we played back a couple of years ago with a friend. And this is a game that adds to that dice rolling, special powers, engine building type of game. So it was on sale. It was 20% off our list price here, so we decided to pick it up. So we wanted to do a quick unboxing here before we played it later this afternoon. So let's take a look at it. Hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and God bless. So, all right. So here we go. So, all right. Let's take a look at the back first here. So on the back here, looks like it says, United Earth Services need you. As the commander of a space base, your job is to draft new ships in your fleet to work and patrol the 12 sectors under your watch. Use cargo vessels, mining ships, and deploy carriers to earn profits and expand your influence. Only one space base commodore will be promoted to UES Admiral of the Fleet. Space Base is a dice game where players draft ships into their space base every turn. No matter whose turn, players harvest rewards from their space base, whether those rewards are an increase in your baseline income, credits for your next turn, influence, or some other powerful effect that will lead you to victory. Space Base has you involved and engaged on every player's turn from the first roll of the dice to the last. And that's one thing we really liked, was that during other players' turns, you're engaged too. A lot of times with these games, you don't have a lot of interaction when it's not your turn. But in this, you're constantly building your engine as well as an engine that you can use while other people are rolling their dice. So very, very involved game. In fact, this is a player, the more the merrier. Definitely, believe it's, let's see here, 2 to 5 players, I want to say. Yep, 2 to 5 players. Again, this is a game where more players, I think, is better because you get bigger engines and, as you'll see, more stuff to do. So without further ado, let's open up the box and check out what's inside. So we have our nice, thick, kind of like comic book style rule book here. Field manual, they call it. Let's take a look at that. So it's got tons and tons of, these are the ships we're going to build and everything. These are the resource cubes and stuff that you're going to use. And again, there's plenty of playthroughs on it, so I'm not going to do one of those. I think Slicker Dips does a playthrough on it, as well as I think Tom Teaches, and a couple of others out there. So definitely a lot of good. These are your spaceships that you're going to be building here. Again, each one has a cost in the upper left corner there, the 7, and then a 9 is what dice roll you're going to be putting it on. So yeah, and as you can see here, these blue ones are going to be what you get if you roll a die, and then up top here, you're going to be flipping cards as you replace them and getting the red benefits up top there on other people's dice rolls. So some very nice mechanics in the game. So quickly go through this. Again, that's what the player board is going to look like. Your player board is going to be right here. It goes 1 through 12. And then basically it's very abstract. The space-based theme space could be anything pretty much. But see if I can get that to focus in. And of course, it's probably not going to want to. But anyway, it's 2 through 12 there, 1 through 12, and then right here is going to be the oh, there it goes. Now it'll focus. And then here is going to be your colony cards, which you can get straight out victory points, but those block off spaces, so you don't want to get those to the end. So the first person to 40 credits, or not 40 credits, but 40 points is going to be the winner. Not as easy as it seems. And there's your market, the 3, 2, and 1 markets. The 3 market, again, it's not focusing very well, but it's locking up here a little bit. But your 3 market are the cheaper, cost up to less than 7, like 6 credits, I think, up to 5 or 6. 2 is 7 and above, and then 3, I think, is like, I'm not sure exactly, but it's higher amounts of credits. So it takes a little while to get your engine building, but once it goes, it's pretty awesome. Also, Board Game Geek Game Night does a great playthrough on this too, if you want to check that out. So anyway, so lots of different examples here as we lock up again. And it looks like we locked up again. So I apologize for that. There it goes. Looks like it's back again. No. It's locked up again. Of course. So I'm just going to keep flipping through this rule book here. Hopefully it gets back to where it should be. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this here. Oh, looks like we're back here. Sorry about that. Alright. Looks like the rule book here. There he goes. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to finish up with the rule book here. Just more examples and everything. And on the back, a nice quick reference guide there. So I apologize for the locking up there. Okay. So that's that. Let's take a look at the other components inside. So here are your player boards here. Player boards. So these are going to be what you're going to be placing your cards on there. One, and it's got a predetermined setup. I think it's randomized to some extent. Maybe not. And then your 3 tracks here. Top one is your credits. The second one is your income. And then your bottom one are your victory points. And it goes all the way to 40. Alright, so I'll just put that up there. So you can see there. So each player gets one of those. And I think there's 5 of these. Yep, 5. And it looks like it's just single-sided. And then you get your die here. So it looks like you get 1 set of die. There is an expansion where everybody gets their own die. But this one looks like, as we lock up again. I don't know why we're locking up here, but we are. So these are your die. And then here are your special cards, which you can, when you roll them, they trigger certain things, and you can build up resources on them and then spend the resources to gain special powers. So pretty cool. So different colors for that. And then here are your starting player token here. And a nice big thick thing of ships. And these are your ships here and everything. So I'll just give you an example here. Oops, this goes this way. So the blue power is what you get on your roll. And then if you gain it and get another card to replace the 7 there. So the 4 is how much it costs. 7 is the amount of is the die roll you have to get it. And in this one, 6 is the actual most common die roll because you can use the dice either separately or together. So if you think about it, a 6, you can get a 6 through different combinations, but you can also get it just straight up as a number 6. A 7 you can't get on this straight die. So that's why 6 is a little bit more common mathematically than that. But just to show you quickly, I'll show you some of the cards here. And the expansion does come with sleeves for this. That's one thing the expansion added, a bigger box and a few other things. But just to show you some of the cards in here. These are kind of thin cards, but they're pretty cool nonetheless. So again, the ships are in here, but they don't really mean anything. There is a guide to all the ships, but again, it's very abstract, so you don't really even need that. So this one will allow you to trigger when you place it right here. This side, it'll allow you to trigger something to the right of it. And you can get a coin with it too. So different different powers on different things. Of course, there's different levels, and the higher level ones are going to have more powers on it. Going to allow you to do things like switch numbers to more common rolls, things like that. There is actually one too. If you roll a 12, you can win the game outright if you buy that. But again, it's hard to roll a 12, but that's in there. That's a level 3 one, which is very expensive to get. But these are just some of the cards here that you can get. Again, very nice artwork and everything. And but definitely a very engaging game. A lot of times these games aren't very engaging on other players' turns, but in this one they are. So, just show you a few more of these. Some of the different powers. This one gives you money, more money. Let's see if I can find one that gives you victory points. Let's see if I can go through this a little bit. And this one allows you to place a cube on it, and you get special powers on it. And let me find one here. This one allows you to adjust your income on it, and that give you money each time it's rolled, and that you need a roll of a 3. And let me find one with a spaceship on it. That's another special power one. Again, more income. There we go. And this one right here is an example. This one gives you straight 3 victory points when you roll a 6. So this is a very good one to have. Again, a 6 is a very common one to roll. So these are the cards here. And that is pretty much it. That's all it is pretty much the cards, a couple of die, the rule book, and again, these are more cards. And these ones right here, let me show you these quickly. All right, and you're definitely going to want to sleeve these because they are thin. So these right here allow you, if you roll a 12, you get an automatic 14 victory points. But again, it costs 42 base bucks or credits. And but once you roll that 12 and get that 14, you're blocked off that 12 spot for the end of the game. So you kind of limit yourself after that. But again, a 12 is hard to roll, and 14 is a really good payoff. So these have all different payoffs here, depending upon what you roll. This one, you have to roll an 8, and you get 10 points for it. So, but anyway, these again, you want to probably do towards the end of the game. But that's pretty much it. That is Space Base. Really fast-moving, quick-paced game. Probably 45 minutes to an hour at the most. Very fast game. And as long as you don't get players that are prone to analysis paralysis, you'll be all right. So thank you for joining me. That's been Eric from Higher Ground Game with another board game unboxing. So take care, God bless, and we will see you on the next unboxing video. Take care. Bye-bye now.